Good afternoon. Today is really quite special because I've got 3 Argentine Malbecs to try, and I'm just busy working on a Baroque saxophone suite. This is my tenor saxophone, and so what I'm doing is I'm looking out for a template piece which I can use to develop my own ideas from, and this is a piece in B minor. It's a little concertino, but it's got some ideas in it that I'd like to explore, and I'm going to play it for you from about halfway through to the end. See what you think. So there's some pretty ideas in there. There's a bit of modulation and some sort of accidental notes and so on. And I'm going to be using that to develop ideas along the idea of a Bach cello suite. So what I really love in the world of wine is to imagine that we've got the settings of music. So that was Baroque music, and then we have classical music like Mozart and Beethoven, then we go on to Liszt and Brahms, or indeed with wine more like Brahms and Liszt, and then we move into the contemporary classical music, but also jazz. I always think that Malbec from Argentine is a Baroque mixed to a jazz. So you've got an original grape from Bordeaux, Malbec's one of the great Bordeaux grapes, but it's taken to a new land, and we are experimenting now with a new take on an old grape. So what I basically had to start with was an amazing Malbec 2021 from Naked Wines, and it's not only been aged in toasty French oak for a year, but it's actually come from 2 different terroirs, a stony soil and an unstony soil. And so what you've got inside the glass, amazingly, is not so much an amazing marriage, but 2 antagonists fighting at war with one another and creating a battle within the wine glass. It's got immense structure, it's got a beautiful red currant look, and I just had the 1 bottle for free from Naked, so I went out to Co-op, to Sainsbury's and Waitrose, tried to find something that would match up with it. Incredibly good, really great notes. It really does have the lustre of a good Bordeaux. So let's try this one first. Finca Lalande, the land, Malbec 22 organic. And this one I found for £7.99 on an offer from Waitrose. So you've got a single varietal here. Now this has got a real bright red, almost magenta look. Fantastic oaky nose, although it doesn't say anything about oak. These are very high altitude vineyards. Oh, that is absolutely perfect. It's all red berries, a little bit of pepper spice. That is a very enjoyable, really beautiful wine that would go well with lamb. This one says 91 points, and this one, which I found in Sainsbury's Trapiche, Reserve 22 Malbec. This was a 90 points. They're really cutting a splash here. Whoops. Now this one, although from the same year, is a more of a brown red. It's got dark raspberry notes. It's very alcoholic on the nose.